Millions of dog owners wake up in the middle of the night, realize their dog has left the bed, and just go right back to sleep. But if you were ignoring this, you are missing a massive secret your dog is trying to tell you. You eventually find them out in the hallway, the living room, or sleeping near the front door. You probably take it a little personally and wonder, did I do something wrong? Are they mad at me? Here's the truth. When your dog abandons your room at night, it is never random. There are 3 exact reasons they do this. The scary part? Most owners are completely blind to reason number 3, which is a silent medical warning sign. Reason 1, you are a giant radiating furnace. The first and most common reason comes down to basic biology. You might love being wrapped up in thick blankets, but remember, your dog is wearing a permanent fur coat to bed every single night. Dogs simply cannot regulate their body temperature the same way we do because they don't sweat through their skin. To cool down, they rely entirely on panting and seeking out cool surfaces. Now, think about your bed. Your body generates a massive amount of heat. Add a heavy mattress and a comforter, and you essentially become a giant radiating furnace. What felt like a perfectly cozy couch potato at 10 p.m. can feel incredibly uncomfortable to them by 2 a.m. So they quietly get up and leave. They go find the cool tile in your bathroom or a spot right next to an air vent. It is not rejection, it's pure self-regulation. There's also a massive difference in how our brains sleep. Humans are monophasic sleepers. We try to get one long, continuous block of rest. Dogs are polyphasic sleepers. Studies show that in an 8-hour night, dogs average 23 separate sleep-wake episodes. They sleep for about 16 minutes, wake up for 5 minutes, and repeat that cycle all night long. Because they are constantly waking up and assessing their environment, your tossing, turning, and blanket stealing disrupts their light sleep. So they calmly find a quieter option so they can be fully recharged for you in the morning. So they leave to cool off and get better sleep. But what if they aren't looking for a cool spot? What if they are actually leaving the room to protect you? Let's talk about the second reason, and honestly, it might just make you tear up. Reason 2, the night watch. This second reason is honestly one of the most beautiful expressions of love your dog can possibly show you. A lot of owners assume that when a dog leaves the bedroom, they are disconnecting. But for many dogs, moving to the hallway or the living room is a deliberate, highly strategic, tactical choice. Even the sweetest couch potato still carries ancient survival wiring. In the wild, sleep is the most dangerous and vulnerable state for any pack. So while you are completely unconscious, your dog decides it is time to go on duty. Have you ever noticed that they choose very specific spots? They don't just pick a random corner. They will sleep right outside your bedroom door, at the top of the stairs, or facing the main entryway. In tactical terms, a doorway is a choke point. By placing their body across that threshold, they turn themselves into a living alarm system. Anyone or anything trying to get to you has to step over them first. Choosing the hard floor outside your room keeps their senses incredibly sharp. A plush human bed is comfortable, but it muffles vibrations. The hard floor allows them to literally feel the micro vibrations of footsteps outside or shifts in the house long before they ever hear a sound. Your dog didn't leave because they want distance. They left because you are the most valuable resource in their entire world, and protecting you is their highest evolutionary priority. That is a beautiful sign of a healthy, secure dog. But what if this nighttime wandering isn't about temperature and it isn't about protection? This brings us to the third reason. If you see this happening, you need to act fast. Reason 3, the silent medical red flag. The first 2 reasons describe a normal dog making sensible choices, but there is a specific situation where your dog leaving your room is a glaring red flag. If your dog has always slept right by your side for years and suddenly starts abandoning your room at night with no change in temperature or routine, something is wrong. Dogs are creatures of absolute habit, and sudden nighttime wandering is often the very first indicator of silent physical pain. When an older dog develops arthritis or joint pain, sinking into a soft mattress actually hurts. They will migrate to firmer floors to find orthopedic relief. but it goes much deeper than physical soreness. If your senior dog is experiencing sudden nighttime wakefulness, aimless wandering, pacing, staring at walls, or whining in the dark, it is a hallmark symptom of canine cognitive dysfunction, which is essentially the dog equivalent of Alzheimer's disease.
As dogs age, beta amyloid plaques accumulate in their brain. When the lights go out and the house gets quiet, it removes all their familiar visual cues. A dog with CCD will wake up in the dark, feel deeply disoriented, and start wandering because they literally don't recognize their own home. If your senior dog is doing this, do not ignore it. Your dog lacks language. Their behavior is their only way of telling you their brain or body is failing. Schedule a visit with your vet immediately. While there is no cure for CCD, there are FDA-approved medications like selegiline and specialized diets that can drastically slow the disease and give your best friend their quality of life back. Okay, so now you know exactly why your dog is leaving, but what should you actually do about it before you go to sleep tonight? Here are 3 quick science-backed fixes to help them out. The door trick and cooling mats. If your dog leaves because they are overheating, the worst thing you can do is shut your bedroom door and trap them inside. Always leave the door cracked. Even better, buy a cheap gel cooling mat and put it on the floor right next to your bed so they can cool down without leaving the room. Support the night watch. If your dog is guarding the front door or the stairs, let them do their job. Don't drag them back to bed. You are just fighting their genetics. But do their joints a favor. Put a firm, low-profile mat right in their favorite guarding spot so they aren't sleeping on freezing concrete. The nightlight hack for seniors. If you have an older dog, buy a few cheap plug-in nightlights for your hallways. Keeping the floor slightly illuminated massively reduces nighttime anxiety and disorientation for dogs with cognitive decline by giving them their visual cues back. Your dog's nighttime routine is one of their most honest forms of communication. Whether they are seeking a cool tile floor, posting up at your doorway to keep you safe from the shadows, or quietly trying to tell you that they are hurting, they are always speaking to you. Independence in a dog is not distance, it is confidence. So the next time you wake up and find that empty spot next to you, don't feel rejected. Just know your dog is out there doing exactly what they need to do. If this video helped you understand your best friend a little better, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments below, where does your dog usually end up sleeping by the time morning rolls around? Give your dog a big pet for me, and I'll see you in the next video.